Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from the Black Business School. I am here in Cleveland, Ohio, otherwise known as Believe Land, where they just won their first championship in over, I think, 52 years. So it's hard to come to Cleveland now and not think about their extraordinary achievement. And I'm here to do a quick humble brag and say that the day before the final game, I put it on my Facebook page. I called it. I said, I think that there is nothing in the universe that can stop LeBron James from winning that championship. So I was very proud to see him win it. I've always liked LeBron. I've always liked the Cavs and the spirit, but especially LeBron James. You know, I just felt like he deserved a championship. But anyway, if you don't like LeBron, don't take offense. It is what it is. Now, the thing I wanted to talk to you about real quick while I wait for my luggage, I'm here to speak at the Conference of the Oppressed. Malik Shabazz from Black Lawyers for Justice and the new Black Panther Party invited me out, and I accepted the invitation. He was gracious enough to allow me to participate, and I'm very happy to be here. And it had me thinking about something I was reading today. I was reading the Wall Street Journal, and I was reading about how a lot of economists are concerned that household incomes haven't been going up for about like the last 15, 20 years. Regular working people are doing worse and worse every year. Now, while I certainly support policies that will help the working class, I don't really think that we can wait for politicians to do anything on this issue. My thinking, if you want to know what I think that we want to really, sort of give some critical analysis to the types of skills that we want our kids to have growing up. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. Part of the reason that working class people are not doing better, especially in advanced countries, is because... Oh, go ahead. Absolutely. Is because, you have an issue where, basically globalization has allowed corporations to operate more efficiently and to be able to transfer labor across borders. So what this does basically is it allows corporations and those who own capital to do well, while those who work for the capital, the workers, do worse. So what I suggest is that as you're training your kids about life and money and everything else, don't teach them to become a source of labor. It doesn't mean they shouldn't work for anybody, but teach them to think in terms of capital. Capital, we talk about this in the Black Business School a lot. Capital really comes down to having an asset, having something that makes money for you. When we were slaves, we were thought of as capital for somebody else. The difference now is that instead of you being capital for another person, you should be capital for yourself. If you're a professional athlete and you're making, $500,000 a month, that's not money to spend. That's capital. Those are seeds that should be planted because those seeds grow into bigger fruit. They grow into trees and things that can feed people for many, many generations. So when you raise kids to think about wealth and money and everything else, make sure they're trained to always look for the seeds. Always look for the seeds. That means if you get an apple, you eat the apple, but you look for the seeds inside the apple and make sure you plant them so you can grow whatever, the apple trees and all this other stuff that comes from that. Because one of the challenges that we have is that too many people think of money as something that is used just to buy things. And you can't think of it that way. You want to think in terms of ownership and capital. That's the biggest area of challenge for our community. Because we don't have capital, we end up supporting other people's capital. We end up leaning on capital that's owned by other people. And the people who own capital control the society. So as good as you wanted your child to be at basketball or football or whatever else, or singing and dancing and all sorts of nonsense, really it's bullshit, to be honest with you. A lot of it's bullshit. Spend some time to train your child on how to become an owner of capital, how to become a boss, how to control something. It's critically important because they're going to get opportunities to control. They're going to get opportunities to build capital. So I would suggest that if you put that in their head at an early age, then what's going to happen is if they run across a bunch of money, they're going to be thinking, okay, I got $10,000. I'm not going to go buy Gucci with it. I'm not going to go and just spend it on whatever. I'm going to take at least a portion of that money and plant the seeds. So I just want to share that with you guys. I got to go get my luggage to head on out of here. But yes, the Conference of the Oppressed. And by the way, tonight I'll be on Anderson Cooper 360 to talk about the police shootings and everything else. So check it out if you watch CNN. I don't even watch TV anymore, so if you happen to watch TV, I'll be on there tonight around, I think, between 8 and 10. Also, don't forget, we got our movie Steel Justice that we just finished. It's a great story. It's all about a black law firm. And in the black law firm, you have a case where there's a brother who's a former professional athlete who was falsely accused of raping and murdering a white woman, and it goes into a lot of drama, a lot of good actors, very good actors. You have Richard Brooks from Being Mary Jane, Damon Dash, Claudia Jordan. She's actually she's a great actress now. She's really developing. And Richard T. Jones, who's one of the stars, along with J.B. Brown. And they really, give great performances. So I hope you guys will check it out when the movie comes out. So anyway, take care, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Oh, and by the way, don't forget, I meant to mention this too. If you haven't picked up a free e-copy of my book, It Takes a Village to Raise the Bar, go to drboycewatkins.net. That's drboycewatkins.net. So take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.